are they are seven in number, and we'll start with the first one. The first one is correctness. Now once again I repeat it, principle of effective communication. If we want to make our communication the effective one, we should know about the seven main principle, the seven main point which should be there in our communication, and the number one is correctness. They are also known as 7 C's because they are 7 in number and they all starts from the alphabet C. Now the first one, correctness. With the point of view of a business, communication का correct होना कितना important है? I think that is the main thing. Right? If the communication is not correct, if the information is not correct, if the figures are not correct, is it able to run your business correct on a right direction? So if our communication is not correct one, it means we are not able to make our communication effective. Correct in the sense, whatever the mode is, either you are doing oral communication or you are doing written communication, or maybe you are doing non-verbal communication. So whatever the mode is, as I said, communication में what are the important things? Informations, facts, figures, all these things are important. So suppose in your communication you are not able to collect all the information correctly, that communication is not the effective one. So the basic thing is, if you are doing communication, suppose I'm dealing with any kind of project, or I have to prepare a presentation for my company. Now that is again a kind of communication. I'm communicating with other colleagues. Now while communicating to them, I have knowledge, I have figures, but those figures and knowledge is not the correct one. Now for example, here today I'm communicating with all of you, and my information is not correct one. Is that effective for you? No. So to make the basic requirement of a business communication is what? Correctness. It should be written correctly. Though you are doing oral communication, or especially if you are doing written communication, it should be very correct. All the information, all the figures, all the quotations, all the datas, everything should be correct one. Otherwise, you are not able to run your business properly. So we should check whether all the informations, facts are whatever we have included in our letter, whatever we have included in our report. So we have to check twice that information should be correct one. So while writing a business letter, while writing a business note or a report, we should take care, we have to see this, that whether all the figures, all the spellings, everything is correct or not. Otherwise, you won't be able to make your communication effective. So the first principle, the first 7 C's of effective communication is correctness. Now check what thing we have to check in that. We have to check that whether the message written by you is good in appearance. That appearance of the letter should be good, and if you are giving any presentation, then again the same thing, the appearance, the presentation of your communication should be a good one and should be correct one. Then check your spellings, punctuations and grammar before going to a final draft. So before sending the final draft, before sending any kind of letter or report for the final approval, once again we have to cross check that all the spellings, all the figures and everything, grammatically everything correct or not. Then only you will be able to create your communication effective one. Now the next principle of effective communication, it means the 7 C's may say the next one is clarity. Now for communication, first of all what you'll do, you'll collect the information, you clear your facts, right? Now before sending any message, see हम business के अंदर how we will communicate, either we will write a message or we will write report, or maybe we can write a letter, application, notice. Such are the things which, like, these are the ways through which we can communicate. So while communicating, while writing a message, while writing a report, you are writing something, but the message is not cleared. If you are doing the communication oral, still आप जो समझाना चाह रहे हो वो आप समझा नहीं पा रहे हो. It means your communication is not effective. Your communication is not able to fulfill the principle of communication, the principle of effective communication. So whatever information you are giving, whatever communication you are doing, make sure that everything should be clear enough. Now for example, mainly in business, what do? We write letters. That is the most common way to communicate in any organization. Now for example, I have asked you for the quotation of any XYZ product. I'm running a different company and you are running a different company. Now suppose I have a company of furnitures and another person, he has a company of plywoods. Now to make a furniture, we need plywoods. And in plywoods, we have different kind of varieties. So for that, I have asked them for the quotation of their products so that I can give them the order. Now, while sending the quotation, they didn't cross-check the figures. And they did mistake in the price of their product. Now after going to the quotation, the price according to them, now suppose according to them the price of any XYZ product is 10,000 rupees and by mistake they wrote 1,000 rupees. Or any other amount, but lesser amount. Now after receiving the letter, I will feel that the price is very less, so I'm okay with that. And then I'll send them a letter for order that I want this particular product this much in this much amount, in this much quantity. Now because of that mistake, again there will be a kind of misunderstanding. And later on, अगर मुझे पता चलता है that there was a mistake in the quotation, that product was not that was a not correct price of the product. Now that is a very on their part, it's not at all a good thing. It means in their communication they won't be able to create that efficiency. So in business, whatever you are writing, whatever information you are giving, whatever facts you are writing, whatever quotation you are giving, that should be correct enough. Because as business, a small mistake can create blunder. So if you want to run your organization, because the point of view of organization, communication is very much important. So if you want to run your organization perfectly, you should be very clear with the things. And to make your communication effective one, first, as I said, correctness is important, and second thing, clarity is important. So you should always check that you have used simple and familiar word. Now this is again a very important thing. Now maybe you are very good in your English. You have a very good vocabulary. But it's not sure that the person who is going to receive this letter has the same qualification, has the same intelligence. Now suppose you have used a very good vocabulary in your letter, but the person on the another side is not able to make out the sense of your language. So whatever you are writing, that should be simple in language. We will not use any kind of jargon or bombastic words in our communication, because that can create misunderstanding. So you will use a very simple and familiar words in your message. So when the message has too many points to convey, now suppose I'm discussing about the new policy, and I have so many things in my message. Now, before sending the message, I will cross check everything, that whatever message I am sending, that message is clear enough or not. Am I making sense or not? Whatever information I have given, that is clear or not. And that you can make with your simple language. So, while communicating in business, we will use a very simple language with a very familiar word, so that we can make a very clear sense to a person who is going to receive the message. So the message heavily loaded with business and technical terms are often difficult to understand. Now if you're writing a normal letter to a friend, then we'll not face such kind of difficulties. We'll be able to clear our message. But if your message or your communication is loaded with so many information, with so many facts, with so many reports, then it's very important that the message should be very clear. And that you can do with your language. So you have to be very particular in your language, that what kind of language you are using, and whatever sense you are giving through that message is clear enough or not. Because as business, it's very important that your message should be clear enough. Now further, we'll talk about another principle of effective communication. So all these are what? All these points which we have to take care to make our communication effective one. These are the things which we can bring in our communication, so that we can make a good conversation. We can easily communicate with other, or we can pass on a correct message to another person, to another organization. And if we really want to run our business properly, all these things are really very important. So further, another principle of business, of effective communication in business, that is conciseness. Now suppose I'm writing a report on a new project, on a new dairy project in Gujarat. While writing the report, what I'll do, I'll collect all the informations. I'll collect all the facts. I'll collect all the basic things which I want to mention in that report. Now, while writing the report, I'll write the report of around 10 to 15 pages. I have written everything I have written in detail. Now, in communication का lengthy होना is not important. Clear, complete होना is important. So if you're writing the message, if you're writing the report, if you're doing communication, that should be concise. If I'm able to explain that same thing in one line, there is no need to use 3 lines to explain that. Further, you have letters in your syllabus. So in letters, we will write the letters in 3 paragraphs only. Why we have certain pattern for the letter? Why we have certain format for these letters? Why it is already mentioned that you will write in 3 paragraphs only? In first paragraph, you will give the basic information. In second paragraph, you will write at what exactly you want. And in the third paragraph, you will conclude the letter. Why we have this format? So that we can concise our matter. We can concise our point. That if we are writing about any particular subject, we should be clear enough. In organization, we cannot write stories. If we are submitting any kind of report, we have to clear enough with the things. So we'll make it concise. And if we are writing a report in a concise one, we will be able to complete it. So somehow all these things are related to each other. If your message is concise, you will be able to complete it. Your message will be more clear. So all these 7 principles, somehow all these are related